Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, I stole that from Shane. And welcome to this video of 2019. It's been a good year so far. Nobody very major has died, which is great. And you might notice that the background is a bit different. That's because we're going to be doing a top 10 things I watched. Just to clarify some stuff, just know that I tried my best to rank them from 1 to 10, but it was really hard because I love a lot of these series and movies, and these are not exclusively found on Netflix, but a lot of them are. So if you search on it, you could probably find it on Netflix. A lot of them are Netflix specials, which only get released on Netflix. And I also want to say that not all of these were released this year, but the thing is that I watched them this year. So yeah, and this is totally improvised, and this is probably gonna make the screen look shit. I look so dark right now. We'll just have to try. I do look like a demon because it's trying to. So first we have number 10 as 13 Reasons Why. Now I didn't complete it. I'm gonna be completely honest. I did not watch through the first season even. I didn't get to because I didn't have time, which questions how I have time to watch these other things. But yeah, person, he is a good actor, I guess. And yeah. So basically, trying not to spoil anything, it's about this girl who kills herself, and all of a sudden this guy gets like some tapes to his door, and they kind of get to know why she did it, and the concept is cool, but I don't think I liked it as much as I should have. In fact, I wish I liked it more. I don't know if I'm gonna complete it ever, but if I don't, then rip. Is this making it too bright? Oh god, that made it worse, because it's not getting any better. But yeah, number 10 is 13 Reasons Why. I never really fully watched it, which is why it's here, but if it was completely watched by me, I probably would have put it higher on the list, or lower. When people say that, I get so annoyed because they just sound so dumb. Anyways, it's not what we're here to talk about, is it? Background is about to destroy itself. Exposed. Number 9 is Bo Burnham Make Happy. This is one of those, again, which wasn't released this year, but it was so funny. I highly recommend it. It's really funny. I highly recommend it. It's good. It's very good. And if you take offense to offensive things, then don't watch it, because it's a bit offensive, but if you like a lot of comedy, then what was that? My face looked like it was from The Exorcist or something. Number 8 is Bird Box. Bird Box was the most watched movie on Netflix in 2018, and it was very popular. I watched it, I enjoyed it. It's not the greatest movie ever, I'm just gonna say that, but it is a good movie. And basically it's about this thing in the air that makes people go crazy to kill themselves, and they notice that it's not in the air, but it's flying around, and if you look at it, you die. You kill yourself. So they have to improvise with blindfolds and try to survive. It's very interesting, although it can get a bit boring, but you know. Fuck you, Gary. On number 7, we have It. Holy shit, that's terrifying. Oh my god. I mean, I am kind of his twin. Okay, that's actually terrifying. So It is basically the same as the original in 19-something, just remade for the 21st century. And it's basically, if you don't know, about this clown that terrorizes children. He lives in the sewer. Me. And yeah, he's not really nice. I will say the jump scares are a bit they could have been better. I will say that. And there's an interaction in the house. You don't know what that is yet, but for those who have watched it, you know that they go to this house. And there's an interaction there that just feels so weird because he just stops for a second when they're doing absolutely nothing. And in real life, he could have just like done that and taken them, but in the movie, he kind of just stalls and then they run off. Yeah. So I'm kind of concerned about the second one that they're making right now. Or was that just rumor that didn't go on? I don't know. There's so much information nowadays, I don't even remember if there's a sequel coming out. Why would I know? OutAtHurt.com. Number 6 is Orange is the New Black Season 6. And I will say that Season 6 was amazing. Because Season 5 I thought was also really cool when they were like escaping, or not escaping, but like they were rioting the prison and you know. And so this season is when they get taken back to their... And so Season 6 is about them going back to a maximum security prison and them trying to reconnect, and there's a gang war going on. It's insane. But if you already watched the other seasons, 1, 2, 3, 4, then I recommend watching 5 and then 6 because it's really, in my opinion, it's a really good comeback from what it was. And so, yeah. That's the number 6 spot. Number 5 is Rick and Morty. Yeah, I discovered this year. I don't remember the year it was produced. 2015? Oh my god. No, 2016, right? The first season. Oh, I'm so dark right now. Can I just be here for a second? Yeah, so Rick and Morty, if you don't know, is this grandpa and this grandson, and they kind of work together in sciencey shit, and it's really fun. And they have a lot of fun. There's not really a thing, like a big thing that they do. It's kind of just like a show where they do loads of stuff in one episode. And the great thing about this show is that one episode is 20 minutes, which means that you can... It's basically like anime runtime. So it's the same thing where, oh my god, I don't have time to watch a full TV show right now. But you could watch this. It's only 20 minutes each episode, or 30. I forgot. Anyways, yeah, that's the number 5 spot. When you forget your own top 5, top 10, wow. I'm good at this. I'm professional. Number 4 is House of Cards. House of Cards is probably one of my favorite Netflix series that have lasted for a really long time, that I've stuck around with. I'm currently on the last season, the final season. Episode 2 is the next one. And I have to say, if you're gonna watch this entire thing, don't watch the last one. It's garbage. In fact, it just ruins everything from season 5 and down. So yeah, I watched season 3 and up during this year, and then I watched season 1 and 2 last year, in the like end of last year. Well, no, it's 2019. What I mean is the end of 2017, and then I started it watching, and then I started watching season 3 about maybe February 2018. So yeah, it's a really good show, and if you haven't watched it, I recommend it. Even though many people probably are against Kevin Spacey, he's a great actor, which I don't think any of us can deny. It's just that he's done some shady shit in the past, which, you know, I think it's sad that it ruined his star on the show. Basically, it's really hard to explain what House of Cards is about, in my opinion, so just read the Netflix description, okay? But yeah, it's good. That's my Netflix icon. Oh. Even though I'm not American or anything to do with it. because number 3, you're gonna be shooketh by this. Number 3 is Haunting of Hill House. Now, Haunting of Hill House is about a house that this family buys because they want to restore it and then sell it. And they live there for summer, and they're supposed to repurpose the entire house, and it's great. It's great. But then shit starts going wrong, and it never fully got sold or anything. I'm just gonna say that. And so those children living with the parents are starting to feel kind of like weird presences and shit in their daily lives now. And so they blame it all on the house, and And so it's a really good show. It was the topic of October because everyone was like, oh my god, it's the scariest series on Netflix. It really isn't. I'm just gonna tell you that. It's not so scary that you'll poo every time you watch an episode. I'm just gonna warn you, the last episode is actually terrifying. There's a jump scare in it that actually makes you shit yourself. So yeah, just gonna warn you about that. And know that when they mention the red room in this, they don't mean like a creepy sex dungeon where they kill people. They mean that the door is red and that they don't know what's in it. Okay, I just needed to clarify that for all of those watching and be like, what the fuck did you recommend here? Oh, it's shaking. It's quaking and shaking. Oh, that's Rick and Morty again. Hi, Morty. Right, so this is another show that wasn't released this year, but it's hella good, and it's The End of the Fucking World. Now, let me just tell you that this is probably, if the movie that I'm about to say after this wasn't as good as it was, this would have been the number 1, but it barely went over. I was thinking a lot about it. Should I push it over, or So this is not about the world ending, but it might be it mentally for two teenagers. So there's this guy called James that goes to school for observation, and he thinks he's a psychopath, and so he wants to test it out by killing someone. He finds somebody that seems interesting to kill, but then she kind of overwins her and they become girlfriends, and then they do a lot of shit. It's a really good show, and it's again one of these perfect shows until they announce the second season, where it's one season, which is, by the way, an art, and any show that has one season and one season only is art. I'm not saying that other shows aren't. I'm just saying that this type of thing is just art. And each episode is like 20 to 30 minutes long, and it's so good. Though then they said they were going to make season 2, and I got pissed off. But then again, the cliffhanger at the end is unbearable, so maybe I'm happy, maybe I'm not. Anyways, it's a really good show. Watch it, please. I dare you to not, okay? Right. So, what's number 1 then? No, I'm kidding. Number 1 is... Wait, that's the... That's the Orange is the New Black. Shit. Number 1 is... Black Mirror Bandersnatch. Oh my god. So this is technically cheating because I did discover it this year, but it's just so good that if I didn't put it on this list, I actually would have So if you've seen Black Mirror, you know that everything's about like everything being fake and simulation theories and shit, but this is so good because if you haven't watched Black Mirror, yeah, then no problem. Watch it. Because the thing with this is that it's not like a continuation of the show, which was what I thought. But then I noticed that the show is actually just singular stories in one episode, but whatever. But what's so great about this is that it really, other than the Easter eggs, it doesn't really have anything to do with Black Mirror, the thing advertised there. So really, it should just be called Bandersnatch Black Mirror. Wait, no. Bandersnatch, inspired by Black Mirror. So, it's about this guy who's making a game called Bandersnatch based on a book that was released by this dude that goes insane and cuts his wife's head off. But the plot twist is he feels like he's not able to make his own decisions, like somebody's doing them themselves. That's right, you can decide what this dude does. That means that in the start, you can choose which cereal he does in the morning. That's wig snatched. That means it's interactive. Rumored, there are about 5 hours of footage because of this element. So getting through the entire story is about 1 hour and 30 minutes, I think, but getting through all the endings and stuff is gonna take you 5 hours. And that's so cool, because that means that if you go to your friend who played it, they'll be like, oh yeah, I watched Bandersnatch, and I did these decisions, and I got this ending. Wow, cool. Oh, but I did these endings and got those, that was a really bad example. But yeah, if you haven't watched this already, if you haven't just clicked off this video and watched this already, I don't know what to tell you. It's so good that honestly, I think I just might go watch it now. Because it's so good. But I want to put on some honorable mentions of things that I would put on this list if it wasn't last year or as good. So honorable mentions are Stranger Things. I did watch that when it first came out, except for this first season. I watched that in 2016. So you all know what Stranger Things is. I don't need to explain it to you. Another good thing is Breaking Bad. However, that's I think as deep as 2016. Jesus. And that's another series where I just didn't finish it. But it's a really good show. It's just I never got to finish it. And last but not least, I'd just like to mention Peppa Pig. Alright, so that was this video. By the way, I'd just like to show you that I have a Stranger Things poster right beside of me, which just shows how much I'm in love with the show. This was fun to just tell you guys about my loves on Netflix. If you want me to do a top 5 or top 10 movies I didn't really like, or series or shows, then leave a like or a comment telling me, another topic I could do that's kind of related to this. I want to know what your list is of 2018. You can cheat a bit if you watched it this year, but at the start of the year. That's allowed. You can cheat like that. And if you don't remember anything, I recommend going to the watch history on your Netflix. If you go into your account settings, where you can change your credit card or, bank card info and name and all of that. If you go there, you can go to view history or watch history or something like that, and you get to see everything that you've watched. And so that lets you remind yourself of what you watched. If you want to watch the first video of January, which is called water.vav, I think, then you can go up here and click on that. And if you want to watch a random video that YouTube has chosen just for you, then you can click right here, subscribe right here, and I will go and eat some salad and watch some YouTube while I... Okay, bye!